Ever notice how fast your team tunes out when you're talking? This doesn't happen because of your agenda. It's down to the way you speak. So I'm going to show you the 4 rules most leaders miss right at the start that keep your authority strong and your team focused when you speak. We're often told that being a great leader is all about likability, making people feel comfortable. On social media and reality TV, the person who connects the best gets the most applause. But in a professional environment, being relatable isn't what actually drives results. If you've ever walked into a meeting and felt the room already slipping, like side talk, people still in their email, nobody really with you, that's not an agenda problem. That's an opening problem. Let me show you why. The first few seconds decide whether people treat you like the person leading the meeting or just another person in it. Miss that moment, and you'll spend the next hour fighting to get the room back. Picture a conductor stepping onto the podium. Before the first note, there's a little pause, and everyone locks in. That's the power of a strong entrance. Now here's how you do it. Walk in steady, go straight to your seat, and take a clean 2 count before you speak. No apology. No, hey, sorry. No scanning the room for permission or approval. Just let the room come to you for 1 beat. That single beat flips the room's attention. It silently says, we're starting now. And when you enter like this, you don't have to perform authority because you've already set the tone. Now that you've entered correctly, the next mistake leaders make is what they do with their materials. That's rule 2. Picture this. A world-class conductor steps on the stage, turns to face the orchestra, and then starts rifling through the sheet music asking, wait, where's the score? Instantly, the room's confidence crumbles. The orchestra is like, who's this guy? This isn't because the conductor can't lead, but because they look unprepared. This actually sounds like a Mr. Bean sketch. Meetings work exactly the same way. The fastest way to lose control of a room is to start searching for your agenda, clicking through files or shuffling papers while everybody's watching you. The moment you do this, people tune out because you've signaled the meeting isn't ready to begin yet. Fixing this just requires a bit of intention. Never search in public. Before your meeting, put everything you need in one place, one document, one screen, no stacks, no last-minute shuffling. If you need to find something, do it before you walk in, or do it silently. That's how you hold authority without saying a word. You look like the meeting already exists before it even starts. Like a conductor, you arrive prepared, lift a baton, and everyone comes with you. Before your next meeting, set up a single document or folder with every file you'll need. Open it before anyone else joins, and if you realize something's missing, just fix it discreetly, not in front of the whole room. Now, arriving when the meeting is supposed to start and not coming early is the easiest way to naturally fix the next rule. But let's dig into it so you understand why. Ever notice how a meeting feels different when a leader arrives early and starts to join in the small talk? You might think you're building rapport, but you're actually spending authority before the meeting even starts. Imagine if a conductor strolled onto stage and started chatting with the violinists. Suddenly, no one knows when the music's supposed to begin. The roles blur. The same thing happens in meetings. When you socialize before the official start, the room sees it as social time. Shifting into leader mode becomes awkward, and your authority takes a hit. Here's what happens. Latecomers interrupt conversations. Personal stories gain momentum, sometimes crossing lines. And when you do finally pivot to business, it feels like a request, not a direction. The solution is simple. Save the warmth for later. Start the meeting clean. That simple shift keeps you in control and prevents awkward pivots and sets you up as a conductor, not just another player. Now, who you cue first? That's rule 4. Okay, you've entered cleanly. No fumble. No wasted authority on small talk. But then you finish your opening remarks and throw it open. Thoughts? Anyone want to start? What do you all think? In that instant, you go from conductor to moderator. Picture an orchestra. After the downbeat, the conductor doesn't ask, who wants to come in? They cue the section that matters most on the song sheet. The order is deliberate because it sets the tone for everything that follows. Meetings work in the same way. The first voice after yours defines the room's trajectory. If it's random, authority becomes negotiable. Loud personalities take over. If it's your loudest skeptic, you're going to end up the rest of the meeting just defending yourself. Many leaders get clipped here. They think openness builds trust, but it often hands control to whomever grabs it first. So don't open the floor, cue the room. Decide in advance who speaks first and why. Direct the response to the person that moves the decision forward, not just the first to raise their hand. Instead of any thoughts, try, John, walk us through the risk, or Sarah, what breaks if we do this? That single cue sets the tempo and keeps the meeting on your rails. A conductor never loses control mid-performance because they never give up the baton. Same rule here. Cue the first voice, and then you stay the leader of the conversation, not just a referee. Next meeting, try it. Decide who goes first, and then watch how the whole room follows your lead. So if you want your team to actually listen and stop watching your ideas get diluted or stolen, here's the system. Enter like the meeting starts when you arrive. Never search in front of the room. Don't spend authority on small talk before the work begins, and cue the first voice instead of throwing the floor open. None of this is about being louder, smoother, or more charismatic. It's about control without performance. One of the clearest real-world examples of this is Elon Musk. His speaking style is famously awkward, even uncomfortable. Yet when he speaks, rooms still orient around him. In the next video, I'll break down why that is and what his so-called awkwardness actually reveals about speaking with authority when you're not trying to impress anyone. If you want to understand how authority works in high-stakes rooms, even when your delivery isn't perfectly smooth, don't miss it.